All right, I wanted to take a quick video of this Tikka T1X 22 long rifle, bolt action rifle that I just got in. And I wanted to cover one of its shortfalls. I like everything else on paper for this, except for this rail system on top for optics mounting. Leaves a little bit to be desired for US market. It's basically a very small dovetail that uses some threaded holes on top, and that's just not really standard for Americans. I don't know how it is in Europe, but that's not the way we do things here. So what I'm gonna use is this DIProducts pick mount, Picatinny rail system. And you'll see here they engraved that. This one is the 002 model, and the 2 signifies a 25 MOA cant to it. So you can get a little more elevation out of the fast dropping subsonic only that I'm gonna be shooting out of this. And they make it in a 0 cant model. I think it's just the 001 in the end. But basically, with this dovetail built in here, it's gonna interface with this dovetail here on the adapter, and then you'll see that it gives you a much more standard, much more common Picatinny mount. So all you have to do to install this, pretty simple. You line it up over this dovetail, slide it on, and you'll see these holes will line up on the receiver all the way through to the adapter. And they give you 4 of these T15 Torx screws. So I'm just gonna put a little blue Loctite. They recommend purple Loctite. I don't have purple Loctite, so I'm gonna use the blue. Blue is yet to fail me on an optics mount. And I'm just gonna hand start these for now, just to get them all in and lined up on the receiver. And just gonna put a little tiny Loctite there. Get this started. And then once they're all started and snugged, I'm gonna go back and torque them to spec. DIProducts recommends 7 to 8 inch-pounds. I am going to get as close as I can with my Wheeler fat wrench that I've got here. The lowest denomination is 10 foot-pound or inch-pounds, so I will just go just below that. But basically, all we're doing, getting a little blue Loctite on that screw, not too much. Get it in that screw hole. So now I've got everything lined up. Just gonna snug it by hand just to get me going here. And then, once I've got that, set my fat wrench just below the 10 mark. It's about as close to 8 as I'm gonna be able to get. And we're just gonna snug it. Don't wanna go crazy here. You don't wanna strip the aluminum. You don't wanna do any of that. Or strip the, I don't know if this is aluminum or steel, but either way, you don't wanna strip it. And that is pretty much it. You have a fully functioning Picatinny rail now on your Tikka T1X. And now I can use my standard scope ring setup that I've been using on all my other rifles, and I can quickly attach it to this rifle with no other issues.